What's up, family? Trail here, and today we have a lot of information to cover in this video. I have put together a large list of all of the states that are sending out any type of stimulus checks, tax rebates, tax refunds, child tax credits, inflation checks, and many, many more. Now, this list is rather long, but it is definitely informational. It will cover all of the stimulus relief aid for the months of August, September, October, and November. So be sure that you watch this video until the very end. And like I said, guys, I have a lot of information to cover. So let's not wait any further, except for waiting on you to smash that like button for us. Also, guys, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So if you could, help a brother out, okay? Yes, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now, and let's jump into the video. Starting off, we have some stimulus checks worth up to $3,200. Yes, this is for residents in the state of Alaska, and these are $3,200 direct check payments, and those will be coming very soon. Now, this is from the permanent fund dividend, in which these particular payments will come between September the 20th and sometime in October. So again, guys, that is for Alaska. Moving on, we also have Arizona, guys. Yes, this is in regards to the P-EBT benefits for the summertime, and yes, they have been approved in the state of Arizona, and those checks are going out very soon, which is going to be between the months of September and October, and those checks are going to be around $391 per child that is eligible for the P-EBT benefits in the state of Arizona. Moving forward, guys, we also have in California. What do you know, guys? They have had multiple stimulus relief aid offered throughout the last 2.5 years, and here they are with another one. Now, this particular one is in reference to the middle class tax refund, and like I said, this is for the state of California. Now, these particular checks are between $350, $700, and $1,500, and these are considered tax rebates. Now, these will be coming sometime in the month of October, so you definitely want to look out for those. Also in California, we do have the P-EBT benefits. California has been approved to offer the summer P-EBT benefits, in which those are going to be going out very soon. Those are worth $391, and those particular checks should be coming sometime around the November time frame. And then in addition to that, California has some other stimulus checks as well. Now, these are what they're calling inflation relief checks, and these could be worth up to $1,050. Now, again, these particular inflation relief checks are coming sometime in the month of October as well. So again, California, you have at least 3 different types of stimulus relief aid that is coming your direction very soon. So be sure to look out for those. Moving on, we have the state of Colorado, in which they have something called a TABOR refund. And yes, these particular checks are going to be worth around $750 for those residents in the state of Colorado. Now, individuals could be receiving around $750 from this TABOR refund, or if you are married and you file jointly, you could receive up to $1,500. Again, these particular refund checks for the TABOR program should be coming around September the 30th. Moving on, we have the state of Connecticut, in which they are offering what they are calling some tax rebates for the year of 2022. It says right here, Connecticut families to receive checks of up to $750 very soon. Now, it says thousands of Connecticut families can soon see these particular checks because the Governor Ned Lamont and the Department of Revenue Services Commissioner has signed up to provide these particular stimulus checks to those individuals that live in the state of Connecticut. And again, these particular checks are child tax credit checks, and these are going to be going out between the months of August and September. Again, the maximum amount is $750, but it is around $250 per child, up to the maximum of 3 children. Again, these are for Connecticut. Moving on, guys, we have DC. Yes, families can receive some TANF from the TANF program to get around $1,000 in a one-time payment, and these are are in reference to a back to school program that they are having. Now, these particular checks are still going out right now for those of you that live in the DC area. And again, these particular checks started in August, but they should linger on throughout the month of September until they finish giving all of those out. Now, again, like I said, this is for the people that are signed up for the TANF program, which stands for the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. And yes, again, you can receive a $1,000 one-time check or payment, and that could be around $1,000. Again, that is for DC. Also, Washington families can receive another round of food benefits this summer. Again, this is for the summer P-EBT program, in which a lot of states have been approved to provide those particular benefits. Could be worth around $391 per eligible child in your household. Again, this particular one has been approved for DC, and these particular checks are coming sometime in September. Moving on, we have the state of Delaware, in which they have a program called the Relief Rebate Program, in which this particular program started earlier this year, in which they provided $300 checks to individuals in the month of May. Well, again, they are here once again, and they're providing an additional $300 as well for those residents that live in the state of Delaware. Now, again, these particular checks are for the program called the Relief Rebate Program, and these checks should be coming around the October 17th deadline, guys. Moving on, we have the state of Florida, in which they are providing $450 checks, and these are coming in the mail. Now, these particular checks was approved by the Governor DeSantis, in which it's pretty much for those individuals that participate in the TANF program. And yes, these checks will be sent directly to your mailbox, and they started in the month of August, and they will linger on through the month of September. Again, this is for a one-time payment of $450 per child. Yes, they're saying that 59,000 families in the state of Florida can receive this $450 check. Moving on, we have Georgia, in which they have approved of some $350 relief checks, and those are going to be going out very soon. These was approved by the Governor Brian Kemp, in which he is using some of the COVID-19 funds to give a check to millions of residents. But anyways, those individuals that are probably considered as lower income individuals or families can expect this particular $350 check. Now, these particular checks are going to start going out at the beginning of September. And they are saying right here that around 3 million Georgians can expect a check of $350 to be deposited into their bank accounts. Now, obviously, if you don't have direct deposit set up, you will probably receive one of these checks in the mail. So that's going to be sometime later in September. So again, guys, that is for the state of Georgia. Moving on, we have the state of Hawaii, in which they have approved of some $300 stimulus checks. And yes, it says that these checks are going to be starting very soon. Now, Hawaii is considering these particular checks to be part of a tax rebate that they are offering to its residents. And the checks started later at the end of August, and they will go through the month of September. So if you haven't received yours yet, just be on the lookout, because those are being sent out right now. Again, these are tax rebates, and they're going to be worth up to $300. And again, they are a one-time payment for residents in Hawaii. Moving forward, we have the state of Indiana, in which they are giving out some stimulus checks for taxpayers in the respective state. Now, these particular checks are going to be worth around $200, and this is part of an automatic taxpayer refund that they promised the American people in the respective state. Now, these checks started in the month of August, and they will still be going out through the month of September. Again, these one-time payments are going to be worth around $200. Moving on, we have the state of Illinois, in which they are giving out stimulus checks to its taxpayers in the form of a property tax rebate. Now, it does say down here that these checks can be worth, these rebates can be worth up to $300, and this is some additional money that could be put into your pocket. Now, these are going to be coming in the form of two separate tax rebates. Number one is an individual income tax rebate, and the other one is a property tax tax rebate. Again, these checks are going to be going out in the month of September. And also for the state of Illinois, we also have what they are calling a family relief plan, in which they are giving families between a $50 up to a $100 check. Now, these checks will also be going out in the month of September as well. Moving on, we have Louisiana, in which this is part of the summer P-EBT program, in which eligible children can receive around $391, and that is per child in your household if they are eligible. Now, Louisiana has approved of this program, and these particular checks are going to be going out to individuals in the month of October. So you have a little bit of time to wait on those, guys. Moving on, we have New Mexico. Their families could be eligible for some household relief checks. Now, it says that up to 1 million families can benefit from up to around $1,500 in rebates or direct stimulus aid. Now, it says down here that a refundable income tax rebate of $500 for married couples filing jointly, head of households under $150,000. And yes, like I said, this is for a program called the Household Relief, and individuals and families can be receiving between $500 and $1,000. And again, like I said up here, up to $1,500 as well. Now, these particular checks have been going out already through the month of July and also through the month of August. And I'm going to assume that those checks have not fully gone out yet, which means that some individuals probably will be receiving their checks in September. Moving on to the great state of New York. Yes, Mayor Adams signs legislation to provide some property tax rebates for New Yorkers because if they are homeowners, and yes, these particular checks can be worth around $150. Now, this is in the form of what they are calling property tax rebate for homeowners. So it doesn't really affect everyone, but if you are a homeowner, you can receive these particular checks. Now, this program was approved, and they're stating that these particular checks are going out in the month of August, but like previously I've stated that these probably checks are going to be lingering through the month of September as well. So again, if you live in New York, you should be on the lookout for those $150 one-time checks in regards to a property tax rebate. Also, we have the state of Maine, in which Governor Janet Mills, she actually approved of what they are calling some relief checks. Now, these relief checks can be worth between $850, and these checks have already started being sent out for the state of Maine. These started back in June. However, these checks are still going to be lingering on all the way through the end of this year in December. So again, this is in regards to residents in Maine. These checks can be between $850 and up to $1,700 if you are married filing jointly. Again, this is part of the relief checks, and these checks have already started going out. They should linger out through the end of this year. Now, it does say that around 858,000 people in Maine could be eligible to receive these relief checks. Right here we have the state of New Jersey, in which this article talks about the anchor to provide some tax relief to more than 1.15 million homeowners in the state of New Jersey. Now, it does say that this is in regards to what they are calling the middle class tax rebate program, which has already ended. However, they're saying that a lot of people, I believe 900,000 renters, could be eligible to receive one of these checks in the state of New Jersey. Now, these checks are around $500, and these checks are going out sometime in September. And in addition to that, we also have for New Jersey, which is they have been approved for the summer P-EBT program, in which eligible children in your household can receive $391 in benefits for the summer P-EBT benefits. Now, again, this is for New Jersey, and those checks are also going out in the month of September. So again, we have for New Jersey the middle class tax rebate and the summer P-EBT benefits. Moving on, for the state of Rhode Island, we have some direct payments worth up to $750. Now, these are going for parents, which means that these are considered what they're calling child tax credits. Yes, like I said, people can receive up to $750. I believe that it is $250 per child, up to a maximum of 3 children in your household if you are eligible. And again, these particular checks are going to be going out sometime in the month of October, so be on the lookout for those. Moving on, we have the state of South Carolina, in which they have some income tax refund checks of up to $800. Now, these will be sent out to South Carolina taxpayers, and these checks are going to be starting closer to the end of November, and they will go through the month of December. So again, guys, like I said, these are refund checks up to $800. So these checks are going out sometime in November through December. Also, guys, we have the state of Texas, which is my home state, in which they have also been approved for the summer PEBT program, in which those eligible children can receive up to $391 for the summer benefits. Now, those of you that live in Texas and are eligible for this program, these benefits are going to be paid out in the month of October. And then we have the state of Virginia, in which those individuals can be receiving these tax rebates of up to $250 per person. Now, it says right here, this is part of a bipartisan tax rebate plan that was approved earlier this year, and the state government is preparing to send out these payments of up to $250 per tax filer, or up to $500 for couples who file jointly. Again, this is for Virginia in the form of a tax rebate, and these checks are going to be going out in the month of October. And also for Virginia, we have that they have been approved for the summer PEBT program, in which eligible children can receive around $391 in your household if they are eligible. Now, these benefits are going to be paid out in the month of August. So yes, guys, those are all of the states that we have so far that we know of. I have created this large list, and I definitely wanted to provide that for you today. Now, I will go ahead and pop up this chart on the screen right here so that you can take a screenshot so that you can have the information for yourself, in which all of these states are providing different types of stimulus funds, stimulus relief aid, tax credits, child tax credits, tax rebates, and much, much more. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.